Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte and I am a knitter and soon to be a mother, and I am currently trying to finish up a lot of my whips before my first baby arrives into this world. If you saw my knitting podcast, you will know that I have a lot of whips right now, and therefore I've decided, because it's just getting a little bit too much, that I wanted to set myself a challenge to finish as many whips as I possibly can in 1 week. So today is Tuesday and I really wanted to start filming this video yesterday, but I had such a rough night and I couldn't sleep at all because it's extremely hot in Denmark right now. So so I've decided to start today instead. The first project that I need to finish is this Holger cardigan that I knit for my baby boy, and it is basically finished. It just needs buttons, and I hate sewing on buttons, so I guess it would be a good challenge for me to start by sewing the buttons on this one. And another project that also needs buttons, because then it's kind of out of the way. I've already decided which buttons to use, and it's these ones. I can just show you. I did a poll on Instagram asking which button to use, and this is the one that got the most votes, so that's why I'm using those ones. So yeah, that'll be the first project. The second project that I'm going to finish is this Ellen's Coming Home set. It also needs buttons all the way down the side here, and there's supposed to be a decorative button just here on the front, which I don't know yet if I'm gonna waste a button on just for decor, but it kind of depends on what the finished look is. And also I need to add an elastic to this one. I haven't done that yet, but I have a sewing project a little bit later this week, so I'm gonna do that when I'm gonna use my sewing machine anyway, because I don't want to take out the sewing machine just to sew in an elastic. But yeah, that's the second project that I need to finish. So I'm gonna do that right after the whole cardigan, and I'm guessing I can get these two projects done within the next hour or so. I mean, it doesn't take that long to sew in buttons. It's just tedious and I just don't enjoy doing it. So that's why I haven't done it yet. Another project that I'm not really enjoying, which is kind of sad, is the baby bear bonnet. I have come so far on this. I just need to sew down the ears and to add the I-cord, but it's sewing and adding the I-cord is those are the two worst things for me. I find the I-cord to be so boring. It's just very repetitive and you can't really see how far you're coming with it. But then again, I'm sure this will take no more than, I don't know, again, maybe an hour and then it's finished. So I'm guessing that I could get all these projects completely finished today. That's the goal anyway, but we'll see how far I get. So the next project is one that I haven't worked on for that long, only maybe 3 weeks or so, and it's this ivy tee. So this is basically a hacked pattern. I've knit the ivy top and the ivy blouse, and I'm just using the knowledge from those two patterns to freehand the ivy tee because I really enjoy it and I like how it looks, but I just didn't want to pay for another pattern. So don't mind the safety pins. Those are just to kind of mark my boobs so I don't have to put it on that many times. I try it on over my head. So, but I have this much yarn left. So again, I'm guessing I could have this done in like an hour. And the only reason why I haven't finished it is because the other evening when I was knitting on it. I really wanted to finish it, but then my husband went to sleep and I was like, oh, I should also go to sleep. So I did that instead. But yeah, I'm sure I can finish this in no time. Maybe even also finish this today. We'll see. We'll see if I can finish these 4 projects in one day. I will be very proud of myself. So the next project that I have on my needles is this baby blanket. It's the Twin Sails blanket, it's called. And it's going to be, I think it's like 70 by 100 centimeters when it's finished. And this is what it looks like. And I actually really enjoyed working on this project. I just haven't picked it up for about a week because I've been knitting on something else, which I'm very excited to show you. But so far, so I've marked the halfway point, which is here, and I have about 25 centimeters after that point. So I'm pretty confident that I can finish this very fast. Very excited to have this finished and blocked, because right now you can see the structures kind of pulling the blanket together, and I'm really excited to block it out, to have it in this like triangle pattern, because I think it's very cute. So my last WIP that I wanted to focus on this week is this Lyon sweater, which is by Petite Knit. And for this one, I finished the first sleeve and the neckline, and I just need to add another sleeve and knit basically, I don't know, like 30 centimeters on the body, and then the rib hem. So again, I don't have that long, I don't have that much left of this project. I will say though, I'm not sure that I'm gonna finish this week, because it's I have another project that I'm also working on which has a deadline, so I would rather focus on that one. But it would be just great, I mean, if I could just finish the second sleeve on this week, I would be very satisfied. So that's my goal for this one, to just finish the second sleeve, and then I can knit the body next week and it will still be finished in very good time. So the project that I mentioned just before that I am very excited that I'm working on right now is the Elderflower blouse by Sunshine Stitching Studio. I am one of the test knitters for this pattern, which I was really hoping that I would be. So when I signed up, I actually already bought the yarn, because I thought, you know, worst case scenario, I can just knit this when the pattern comes out, because I think it's extremely cute. So far, I've just joined in the round and it's knitting up super fast. I have worked on this for 1 week now, and I've also been working on all of the other projects that I showed you. So actually it's very fast knit. I'm knitting this in Drop Spell in the color moss green, but I wouldn't describe it as being moss green. I would call it like a, I don't know, like a sage green, or at least a light moss, but yeah, that's the color. Yeah, but I have one goal for this one as well for this week, and that is to just finish this ball of yarn that I'm already working on the body, and then do the neckline, and maybe start one of the sleeves. That's my Elderflower blouse that I'm working on, and I'm very excited to have this finished object, and I'm very excited to wear it, because I think I can actually wear this while being pregnant, because it is slightly cropped and it's also in a summer yarn. So I'm thinking that maybe I can wear this when it's not 27 degrees as it is today, which is just, if anyone else out there watching this video is pregnant and in the 3rd trimester during this heat wave this summer, I really feel for you. I feel very sorry for you, because I'm feeling a little bit sorry for myself being heavily pregnant while it's 27 to 37 degrees. It's just, I can't imagine living in an even warmer climate. Here in Denmark, we're really not used to that high temperatures, at least not for multiple days in a row. So and now it's been multiple weeks in a row. But yeah, so I will stop rambling now and get started on my Holger cardigan and the next projects in line, and I will keep you updated as I go throughout the week. And I'm gonna say this week starts on a Tuesday and ends on a Monday, so I will finish the video on Monday next week. Okay, so I just timed that, and finishing this whole cardigan took me about 15 minutes. So I can definitely get both cardigans done within an hour and maybe even less time than that. But this is the finished result, and I think it's very cute. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. But I did forget to mention which buttons I'm going to use on this cardigan. So I have these like coconut shell buttons that I bought in bulk a very long time ago. So I'm just gonna use the light side of these ones. Okay, so the first hour has passed, but I have finished this Ellen's Coming Home set. I did decide to put in a button here because I thought it just looked a little bit cuter that way. So yeah, that's all the sewing that I'm gonna do today, because I really don't enjoy hand sewing buttons onto clothes. It's just, yeah, I've already complained about that so many times now. But I'm really excited to have this finished. I'm gonna put it in my hospital bag, because if it's a colder day, this is what he's gonna wear when we take him home from the hospital. So I really hope that it's going to be, but we will see. The plan was actually to do this project as the next one, the baby bear bonnet, but I really don't want to right now. So I'm gonna focus on finishing this one, and then we'll see if I finish the other one today or if I just do it tomorrow. Okay, so it's now 12:30 and I am about to have lunch, and I'm just gonna take a little break from knitting because I haven't exactly had the best of luck. Basically, I knit 2.5 rounds of stockinette on this IVT, and at that point I realized that I should probably start doing the bind off, because otherwise I would run out of yarn. So I did the bind off for about half a round. I finished during this like stretchy bind off that I know from a video that I watched on YouTube. And I ran out of yarn, so, and I don't have any more yarn at all, so I had to like knit in reverse for about 1.5 rounds, and then I started binding off again, and I'm again running out of yarn. So apparently this stretchy bind off just uses a lot more yarn than I thought. This is how far I got, so I just need to bind off about, I don't know, 25-30 centimeters, and this is all the yarn that I have left, so that won't be enough. So what I'll do is I will rip back the bind off and a whole other round, and then I'm gonna have lunch, and then I'm gonna do the bind off after lunch because I can't be bothered doing it now. But if I don't rip back the mistake, I'm probably just gonna leave it for a couple of days, and I really don't want to do that. I want to finish this today because it's so close to being finished. Okay, so I had lunch and I had a pasta salad. It was delicious. And now I'm just, I've just finished casting off this IVT, and this is how much yarn I had left. So yeah, I'm really excited that I'm finally finished. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna steam all the edges down. I usually do this with a stockinette bind off before I block it because I feel like it makes it roll less. When you actually block it, it makes it a lot easier with the blocking needles. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then hello, so it's the next day, and yesterday I finished my IVT, which you saw, and then I just got really tired, so I went to take a nap, and then for the rest of the day I was just in a sports bra and shorts because it was so hot. So that's why I didn't really film for the rest of the day, but I did do some knitting. So I decided to continue working on the twin sails blanket, and the reason for that is I just kind of told myself that I didn't have to do the baby bear bonnet yesterday. I could just do it another day, and I already did sew buttons into 2 cardigans. So I thought I've done my duty for today, and then I can just relax and knit for the rest of the day. So what I did was I just put in a progress marker here, and then this is what I did yesterday. So not a whole lot, but it's about, I would say, 10 to 12 centimeters. And I've marked the halfway point also on this blanket, and from what I can tell, I only have about 3 or 4 pattern repeats left until I need to do the moss stitch here. So yeah, I think I might just I don't know, keep knitting on this today, and then save the moss stitch maybe for tomorrow, I think. And that's the update on that one. And then I also knit on my elderflower blouse, and I just did, I think, 1 pattern repeat more than I had done. So that's all I did yesterday because it was very hot and I was very tired. So yeah, and now it's about 12 o'clock, and I've just spent the whole morning editing my knitting podcast. It's taken a while because it's very long and I have a lot of footage, and it's also pretty hard for my computer to process that amount of footage in one go. So I've edited about, I would say, 70%. Sorry, my dog is running around. So I've edited about 70% of the video so far, and I'm gonna continue editing a little bit later, maybe tomorrow. Sorry if you can hear my dog. And so I think I'll finish the edit tomorrow, and then we'll see. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna start knitting for a little bit, and maybe watch the Tour de France. I'm not sure when it starts today, but I can check that out, and I will give you an update a little bit later today. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Good morning. So last night I finished the twin sails blanket, which I'm really excited about. I blocked this, and My IVT is completely dry now, so that means I can weave in the ends on this while the other one is in the bathtub soaking. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm thinking that because this is giving me a lot of energy, I will use the momentum to finish the baby bear bonnet, because I should just go ahead and finish it. And then we'll see where where I go from there. As I'm just sitting here weaving in my ends on my IVT, I thought it was a good time to just do a little chat. Basically, this challenge is making me reflect just a little bit about my cast on game for the last couple of weeks. So I've been off work for about a month now due to like pelvic issues because of my pregnancy, basically. So I'm on sick leave until my maternity leave starts, which has been nice, but it has also been just a little bit difficult for me because I'm usually the person who's doing 100 things all the time, and I can't do that because I'm very limited physically. So what I've been doing instead of just doing multiple different things all the time is I've just been casting on like crazy, and I've been knitting on so many different projects all the time. And I used to be the kind of person who would just have 2 projects at a time. I used to say, you know, I will have a small project that I can take with me like in the car or if I'm going somewhere, and then I can have a larger project that I can work on at home. And that worked for about 2 years actually. And then lately I've just been going kind of crazy being at home. So that's why I've been casting on so many different projects, because I just want to work on all of the projects all of the time. And that's just not how it should be. You should see my area that I put my whips in. It's looking crazy. There used to be 2 projects. I've had to sew extra project bags just to have somewhere to put my whips, which is, yeah, kind of ridiculous. So what I'm doing now is I'm working on just, you know, working on finishing my whips and not casting on 5 new whips as soon as I'm done. So I've made a deal with myself that I can't cast on any projects this week except for Saturday. So I'm going to like an all-day festival kind of thing, music festival. Sorry about the interruption. What I was saying is I'm going on like to an all-day festival, and I need a small project to bring with me. So for that I can cast on a new project, but that's the only one. And only because I've finished so many other projects this week, I feel like it's okay. Yeah. So, but my idea basically is to like succession knit, like I do, you know, with like succession planting. So what I mean is I can't cast on a sweater until I've cast off another sweater. I can't cast on socks until I've cast off another pair of socks, and so on, and just knit that way, because I feel like, especially if I have 2 sweaters going at the same time, it's just a little bit more difficult for me to prioritize and basically work on finishing the garments rather than just making progress on both. And I also feel like I don't want to limit myself too much, because I like to knit because I like to express myself creatively, and it's a good way for me to do that. So I don't want to just completely ignore my, I don't want to say like urges, but basically my urges to cast on a new project. If I'm really excited about it, I'm gonna let myself do that. So I'm just hoping that I won't be like turning into my alter ego, which is a crazy cast on lady, and that I can just, you know, just do everything in moderation, I guess. I'm also just gonna be better at actually finishing the projects and not have them like basically 90% finished, because that's the thing. That's when the cast on energy really hits me. It's not when I finish something, it's when I'm so close to being done that I just want to cast on a new project, because I'm really excited about casting on a new project, which yeah, that shouldn't be the way to go. I should actually just finish the project before I cast on a new one. But you know, you live and you learn. And now I have finished my fourth project this week. Ta-da! All done. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have my twin sails blanket blocking in the background. So once that's dry, I will weave in the 2 ends I have on that one, and then that one will be finished as well. These are my scraps. That's all the scraps from this project, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's not a lot at all. So yeah, now I'm gonna start working on the baby bear bonnet, because I just feel like I have to finish it now. I finished the baby bear bonnet. Sorry for not filming anything. I just I really needed to just focus on getting it done, but it's completely finished and I've woven in the end, so I just need to block it as well. I just changed my shirt and I put my hair in a clip, but it's the same day. It's just a few hours later. I had to go out of the house, so that's why I just wanted to put on a fresh t-shirt. But yeah, I'm done. Finally, yes. And yeah, so now I'm just gonna continue with the green jumper. And yeah, we'll see how far I get, but I'm really excited, and I think I'm gonna actually do everything that I said I would do in this challenge. So I think I'm definitely going to finish the sleeve, the second sleeve on the green jumper, and I think I can also do the neckline for the elderflower blouse, because that won't take long, I'm sure. So yeah, I just wanted to give you that brief update. So I will see you later. Good morning. So I didn't manage to film anything yesterday, so now it's Saturday, and last night I almost finished the second sleeve on my Lyon sweater, which means I just need to do the Italian bind off and then get working on the body. And I have about 2.5 skeins left to finish the body, which I think will be perfect length. So, but that also means, because I can finish one full skein in a day, that means that I can potentially have this done in 2 days. But I'm not going to have it done in 2 days, because I'm gonna knit on something else. But yeah, it's nice to see that this one is almost completely finished, and I'm very excited to wear it. So, and then I was also thinking about what I could knit on today, because I'm going to this like all-day music festival, and I wanted a small project that doesn't take up a lot of space. And I was considering casting on something new, but then again, I really didn't want to, because I've been doing so well in this challenge. So I have decided to start working on my UFO, my camisole number 7. I tried it on, so it's not very long yet, so it should fit just around the boobs, which it does. And it's actually a very nice fit, so now I'm really excited to wear it. It's the first time I tried it on, So now I really want to finish it. So you do bust shaping here, and I'm almost done with those rounds of bust shaping, and then after that it's just broken rib in the round until you're done basically. So this will be my project that I'm gonna work on for today, because it really doesn't take up a lot of space in my bag. And yeah, I'm excited to have this back on the needles and to start working on it today. And I'll see if I manage to film anything today, but it's kind of hectic. It's a lot of people. It's like a charity event, but a lot of people are coming to that. And yeah, we'll see if I film anything. And then also the day before, I finished the Twin Sails blanket. So I just wove in the last 2 ends I had on that one. And that's my progress so far. So I will speak to you soon. Hello guys, it is Saturday and I have a new, no, it's not, it's Sunday, and I have an update for you. So yesterday, let me start out by saying it is currently 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just gonna take this out. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't been filming today, and I really haven't been feeling my best. I've had a lot of nausea today, which is kind of annoying because I thought that was sort of just a first trimester thing. But today I've been blessed with nausea. So I'm just taking it very slowly today, and I'm gonna focus on finishing my knitting podcast, the first ever episode, so that I can have that uploaded, because that's gonna be my first ever video and I just need to get it done basically. Anyway, yesterday when I went to this all-day concert thing, I brought my camisole number 7. This is what it looks like now. Sorry, that was the back side. This is what it looks like. And I finished the bust shaping. I extended it just a little bit, which it said in the pattern that if you prefer, you can extend it. So I did. And I knit about this much. I put a progress marker in before I started. So that's about, I don't know, like 3, maybe 4 centimeters at the most, which is not a lot, but I was also at a festival, so I didn't want to be knitting all of the time. And it's on 3.5 millimeter needles, so it does work up pretty slowly. So I'm very happy that I brought this project to work on, rather than having to cast on a new project and then have another whip that I would need to finish. So, but that was that one. And then this morning, I've been working on my elderflower blouse, and I finished the neckline, which is one of my goals for this week. And then I just added an extra pattern repeat to the body. I was gonna cast on a sleeve, but I decided rather than casting on a sleeve, I would finish this skein of yarn from the neckline on the body, just to add a bit more length before I started working on the sleeves. But this is what it looks like so far. I'm very happy to have the neckline on, but I'm not sure if I will actually be unpicking it and redoing it, because it does seem a little bit tight. I did as the pattern instructed, so not gonna go into too much detail because it's not out yet, so you won't be able to buy the pattern anyway yet. But basically, you know, the structure of the pattern is very stretchy, and the neckline on her blouse is out to about here, and mine is definitely pulling in to be more like a rounded neck. I don't know if that makes sense, but I did it's a two stitch I-cord bind off, which is what I did, and I did it on the needle size that it said, but I think I might just unpick it. It depends what it looks like when I put it on, but I might end up unpicking it and then pick up just a few more stitches maybe, and yeah, maybe do the bind off on a 4mm needle size. I'm not sure how I will proceed yet, but for me to make that decision, I definitely need sleeves because I need to know where this ends on my shoulder. So for now, this is just what it looks like, and I'm just gonna continue working this skein on the body, and then I'll pick up for sleeves. But that wasn't a part of my plan for this week, one of my goals. So I might finish this before Tuesday, which is my last day of this challenge, but it's not a priority, basically. I will say though, I'm really excited about this next thing because I have been knitting a lot on this Lyon sweater, and I finished both sleeves, which I showed you. I think I just needed to bind off, do an Italian bind off, which I've now done. And so I'm working on the length of the body, and I just realized last night when I was knitting on it that it just seems like it's pretty long now already, and I'm not sure if I need to add 2 full skeins to the body. So basically what I did, because I can't really try it on, I mean I can, but it won't look the way that it will look in about 2 months time. So I decided to compare it to another sweater that I've done, which is the Aros sweater by Petite Knit. This is one that I finished, I want to say like 1.5 years ago. Maybe it was just a year ago. I'm not sure. Actually, if you've watched the British TV show called Heartstopper, this was very much inspired by one of the sweaters that Charlie wears in season 3. So that's why I knit this. But I think it has a very nice length. So I compared the 2 sweaters. I just basically laid this one out on the sofa, and then I put this on top of it, and just to measure out the length. And basically what I've found out is from this progress marker, I only need 10 centimeters, and then I need to do the ribbing. So, and I have this much yarn left of this ball, which is probably, I would say maybe 35 to 40 grams. I'm sorry, my dog is playing in the background with a chew toy that is very loud, and I'm not sure if you can hear it, but if you can, please ignore it. But basically, I'm gonna see if I can finish this sweater before I end the challenge on Tuesday. I'm not sure if I can. It depends on how I feel for the rest of this day, and maybe also tomorrow. I also have a lot of plans tomorrow, which I might film just a little bit of that, but yeah, I think I will try to prioritize finishing this sweater, because it would just be pretty cool if I can cast off one more project before I finish this video. So that's the plan for now. And then I wanted to show you, because I made an order on a website, a Danish website selling yarn. They had a big sale, especially on Drops Yarn. So I decided to place an order. So I'm just going to show you. I've only opened the box. That's the only thing I've done. I haven't looked in it yet, but I am very excited to show you. So first of all, I ordered extra knitting needles. So I've ordered a 4.5 a 4mm, a 5mm, and a 10mm. So the 10mm I will need for a project, which I'm gonna talk about very soon. And I didn't have a 10mm needle in my, like, at all. So I decided to pick that up, and then I ordered extra needles. These are Knit Pro interchangeable circular needles, the Symphony ones. And I decided to order extra needles because I'm always knitting on the same 3 needle sizes, pretty much. So it's just nice to have an extra set. And I prefer working on these wooden needles rather than metal needles, which is the only other kind of needles that I have. So I picked those up because they were, I think, like 30% off. So they were very inexpensive at the time. And then I ordered this yarn, which is kind of crazy. A crazy yarn. It's from Go Handmade. It's called Party Deluxe. It's 100% polyester, which I never work in, but that'll be interesting. And 50 grams give 250 meters. It's the color Sky Blue. And this is what it looks like. So it's a sequined yarn. Very thin, I would say probably light fingering. And I'm gonna use this and the 10mm needles to knit up a top. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's by Rose Knitwear. I will put the name here on the screen. And I'm gonna knit this for one of my friends because he's been really wanting to have like an open stitch like top to wear when he goes out to, you know, bars and that sort of stuff. So he picked the color, and I'm just very excited to knit this pattern. And if it looks really cool, I might knit one for myself, but we will see. So yeah, I bought 4, I don't even know to call them skeins, or I bought 4 of these to knit that up for him. The next thing that I bought was this Drop Spell. I've been knitting a lot with Drop Spell lately, and I'm really enjoying it as a summer yarn. Other than these last couple of weeks in Denmark, it doesn't really get that hot here. We barely get more than like 22 to maybe 25 degrees maximum, and only for a couple of weeks of the year. And then otherwise it's otherwise it's not that hot. So I really enjoy wearing garments knit in Drop Spell. Yeah, so I got this in this like dark green. I'm not sure of the color name, but it's the color number 35. I think it's like dark forest, maybe. I'm not too sure about that. And I also ordered in the color chocolate. It's color 39. Pretty sure the color name is chocolate. And I think I got 7 skeins of each of these. And I'm gonna basically use these yarns to knit a couple of summer tops. And when I say summer tops, they will be just general tops that I can wear all year around. But I think I'm going to knit the Bea top by Petite Knit in one of the colors, and then maybe an Ivy top in the other color. Or I might do 2 Bea tops. I'm not too sure. I mean, I just realized that the Bea top is knit bottom up, which I don't really particularly want to be doing. But if I do bottom up pieces, I would usually just use Judy's Magic Cast On and then knit the top first, so that I can finish just knitting the full body and I won't have to consider the amount of yarn that I'm using. I can try it on as I'm knitting it, and that's just what I prefer. But I do really like the ivy top. I just already have 2 of those. So we shall see what these turn into, but they're just gonna be easy stockinette tops that I can knit on, hopefully while I have a little baby to take care of, because I'm thinking that I'll want smaller projects that won't take a lot of time. And I'm thinking, you know, summer tops knit on 4mm needles is going to be the perfect kind of project to knit on while taking care of a baby, basically. So the next thing that I bought is 5 skeins of Drops Flora in this dark green. I am not sure of the color name, but it's color number 32. And I also already have 5 skeins of this one. What I'm going to use this for is, I think I might knit the Hawthorn slip over by Sunshine Stitching Studio, because I've been really drawn to like more structured knits. I feel like I've been knitting a lot of stockinette lately, and I just want to break it up once in a while with a structured or lace pattern. And I don't really wear a lot of like lacy things, so structured knits are usually the way to go for me. So I bought 5 of these because I think I'm gonna need to hold 2 strands together to get gauge, and I already had 5, so I just needed an extra 5. And yeah, then we'll see if I get to knitting the Hawthorn slip over anytime soon, or if it's gonna be like an autumn project, or maybe even a project for next year. We shall see. But I just really wanted to pick those up before all of the skeins in that dye lot would be sold out. So yeah, and the website that I ordered from, I can ask to get a specific dye lot, and if they have it in stock, they will ship that specific dye lot to me, which I very much appreciate. But yeah, so these are all the things that I bought from this yarn shop, and now I think I'm just gonna start editing or doing the final edits on my knitting podcast, and then I will try and upload that, which is pretty nerve-wracking. Basically, I filmed that video almost 3 weeks ago, and I haven't been editing it until I think I started that last week, or maybe it was actually this week. And I didn't finish it because it does take quite a while. I've never done anything like that before, so I don't really have any experience with it. But I'm gonna see if I can like make a thumbnail and finish the edits and upload to YouTube. We shall see how it goes. And then after that, I think I will just knit on my Lyon sweater and see if I can maybe just get to the rib edge today, and then I can finish it tomorrow. Fingers crossed. We shall see. Good morning. I apologize for the very weird angle and lighting. It's what happens if I film in my house before 10 o'clock, because the sun will just pour in through our very large windows, which is beautiful, but it doesn't really work for filming. But I wanted to give you an update. Last night I was trying to finish editing my knitting podcast, and basically it just kept crashing. I had about 15 minutes of footage that would just crash over and over and over again, which was extremely exhausting and annoying. But I did manage to almost finish my Lyon sweater. So I'm just doing the 2 rounds of double knitting, and then I just need to cast off, and then I'm actually done. Usually I'm never up this late, at least not now that I'm pregnant. I would usually be in bed around 10 o'clock, and last night I didn't go to bed until sometime after midnight, because I was trying to get the video finished. But I think now I found a solution. I'm still working on it. I have my computer behind you, so that's what I'm doing once in a while. I'm just checking to see if it's still downloading, which it is for now, but it just crashed about 20 minutes ago. But yeah, so today I am going on a day trip with my family. We are going for lunch, and then we're going out on a boat trip on this big lake in Denmark. And I am excited, but I'm also a little bit worried because I deal with a lot of motion sickness. Like I get car sick, but on a boat it's especially rough if it's windy. So hopefully it won't be too bad. I just checked the weather forecast and they're not really saying anything about winds or strong winds, so hopefully that should be okay. Um, but yeah, and then afterwards we're just going around to my mom and my mom's boyfriend's house, and we're gonna have coffee and just sit and chat and have a good time. So those are the plans for today. Before I leave, it's now 8:45. Before I leave, I would really like to cast this off just to have another finished project, and then after that or for the day trip I will bring my camisole number 7, and I think that's the only project that I'm bringing along. I don't think I'll be knitting much. It's mostly for the car rides. Um, but yeah, we'll see if I manage to make any progress on that one. It's you never really know if it's the kind of day where you can just sit and knit and chat and that kind of stuff, or if the activities are more engaging. I'm sure if you're a knitter, you know what I mean. It's yeah, it can vary from day to day, but yeah. So it's Monday, which means that the challenge that I've set for myself ends tomorrow, which is, I mean, it's exciting, but it's also, I kind of want to continue the challenge just to finish more projects, because I know that the second I start filming, I will probably want to cast something else on. But yeah, I'll just have to go at it on my own, and then you'll get to see how many projects I've finished in total when we get to my next knitting podcast, which I will probably film and upload in the beginning of August. Just to make sure that I get to upload one more video before I give birth, because then I'll probably need to take at least a couple of weeks off filming. But yeah, we shall see how I feel and what kind of baby I get. If he's the type of baby who will just sleep for 2 hours in a row, or if he will be awake every like 30 minutes or so for a feed or for something else. We shall see. But I have almost completed the 2 rows of double knitting, and then I'll do an Italian bind off, and yeah, that'll be it for this jumper, or a sweater. But I'm really excited. This is what it looks like, sorry. Here we go. I'm just very excited to have this in the autumn, but also in the spring, just in general, to have this like 100% merino wool. I don't have anything like it. It feels very cozy and comfy, but not too hot, because I usually knit a lot with alpaca yarns, which can get a little bit warm even in the winter time, but hopefully this one will be a very good transitional piece, and I can wear it whenever I go on walks with my dog, and with the baby, of course. I imagine I'll be walking a lot. So, but yeah, now we're officially in rambling territory. So I will let you go, and I'll give you an update. If not later today, then tomorrow. I'll give you an update on everything, and then yeah, that's it for now. Good morning. I am here with my final update for this video, and firstly, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who watched my knitting podcast, my very first video. And thank you especially to everyone who decided to subscribe. I was very surprised with how many people have seen that video, and I just uploaded it 5 days ago. And I'm also very surprised to see how many of you decided to subscribe, so I'm very thankful for that. I'm just gonna briefly touch on all of the projects that I have finished for today's video, and a small update on the whips that I still have on my needles. So I'm really not gonna go into a lot of details on this because you've seen these projects multiple times already. As you know, the first thing I completed was the Holger cardigan. I'm so excited to see my son in this, and I know that it will probably be at least a year until he fits into this, but I just think it's so cute and classic, and yeah, I'm really excited about this one. And then I also finished this Ellen's Coming Home set, which you all also saw. I need to sew in the elastic on this one still, but I will consider this to be finished because it's, you know, I just have like maybe 5-10 minutes left to work on this project. The next thing that I cast off my needles was this IVT, which I have worn just very briefly. But I mean, it stops about halfway on my stomach, so I'm not actually really wearing it because I also don't want to stretch it out, but I'm extremely excited to wear this once I've given birth. I mark the neckline in my garments with a little X or a colored thread depending on the project and the yarn, just so that I can always find like front and back on my garments. Then I'm pretty sure the next project that I cast off was this baby bear bonnet, which now that it's finished, I'm kind of considering knitting another one because it is just so cute. And I mean, being completely honest, it took like no time to knit this. It was just that it was on small needles, and there was I-cord and Kitchener stitch and all the things that I don't enjoy when working on knitted projects, but it's extremely cute, so I will probably knit another one in a bigger size. And yeah, I would really recommend knitting it in this yarn. This is just the Drops baby merino, but it's a very nice thickness for the gauge, and sorry. It's a very nice thickness of the yarn for the gauge. At least I've found that it really works for this, and it's yeah, they have a very nice color range. The next project that I cast off was this Twin Sails blanket, which I just love so much. I can't wait to bring this everywhere and have it with us, use it for the baby, to lie on, or to have over him on a colder day. It's just such a nice blanket. I love the pattern or the structure on this. It's yeah, it's definitely underrated, and I would suggest to anyone who wants to knit a baby blanket to go on Ravelry and find this project and knit it up. The pattern is free, and it's on, I think it was like on a 5 or 6 millimeter needle, so it just knit up so super fast, and it's just yeah, I love it. I love it. The last thing that I cast off, I haven't actually shown you as a finished object, but it is this Lyon sweater that I have finished and blocked, and I have actually worn this 2 times already, just in the evening while it's been cold. I like the feel of the garment, but I will say that the quality of the yarn is just really not very good, and you can kind of see just from one where, okay, maybe you can't see that on the camera, yeah, maybe just a little bit. So just from wearing it once, or yeah, twice, it just has a lot of that little, like, almost pilling but not really pilling yet, which is a shame, but I really do love the color, and I love how it feels. It's extremely soft. It will be great for going on walks and hikes, and that's what I'm gonna use it for. It looks huge on camera. It is oversized, but it's not too big. But I do fit my my bump into this currently, so maybe it is a little bit on the bigger side. Okay, and then my last 2 whips that I have on my needles are the camisole number 7, which I have knit, I've knit about, I would say maybe that's like 7 centimeters of the length on the body since picking this up this week, and I'm actually really happy with that. It's knitting up very slowly, which, you know, again, it's 3.5 millimeter needle, and I actually think that I've sized up on the needle size compared to what's in the pattern. I think it's actually supposed to be 3 millimeter needles, but at the time that I bought the yarn and I cast this on, I didn't own any 3 millimeter needles, so I just went a size down on the top, and then a size up or half a size up on the needles. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to have this once it's finished. So this will remain a whip and hopefully not become a UFO again, because it would be nice just to get that done. And then the last project that I've worked on, I also made a fair bit of progress since the beginning of this video, and that's the elderflower blouse. So as you can see, I've cast off a sleeve, and I've also cast off the body, and then I redid the neckline to make it more of a boat neck, which is what it's supposed to be. So what I ended up doing is I just picked up more stitches than what was in the pattern, and then for the entire backside of the neckline, I used a bigger needle size for the I-cord, and then on the front I used the one that was suggested in the pattern, just to make it a little neater on the front, and I really love the result. I think it fits perfectly around the neck now. So now I only have left to knit the last sleeve, and then this will be done, and it's knitting up super fast. The pattern repeat is extremely addictive to knit, and I'm just enjoying it so much, and I can't wait to wear this. I have also extended the length on the body quite a bit compared to what was in the pattern, but that's just because I feel like otherwise I won't wear it as much, because I don't really wear very cropped things. So yeah, but that was the elderflower blouse, and that was the last whip that I have on my needles right now. So I think actually I might cast on a new project today, or I might just wait for tomorrow. I really want to film a project vlog, and I have, I think, the perfect project for this, so I believe that will be my next video. So if you want to make sure that you can you get to watch my next video, please feel free to subscribe or hit the notification bell. You can tell that I'm new at this. But yeah, I would really greatly appreciate any comments left on my videos or any engagement. I do reply to all my comments because I don't have a lot yet. But yeah, I'm really excited about this journey that I'm now on, producing YouTube videos. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here, and thank you for watching this video. I know it was another very long video, but I prefer the videos to be long, and I hope that that you do too. I have a feeling that that's probably why you're here. So that was everything for this video, and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye!